It's like, but these guys, they want to come in now and they want to bring in guys like, oh, Jared Butler's Channing, whatever his name is.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. I mean, for God's sake. Guys, how can an action hero be acting in romantic comedies?
Indecent Proposal. No, I mean, listen, the whole Ryan Reynolds phenomenon, it's sickening. It's absolutely sickening. It's absolutely sickening. Like, people have to understand what's... Because obviously, like, again, like with Russell, listen, man, we give this guy props, but listen, man, John Carpenter, what this guy achieved with scraps, because this guy was literally had scraps for this film, what this guy achieved in this film, people really need to take heed.
I think that what CGI is beginning to teach us, or is teaching me now, is that John Carpenter and these guys didn't have scraps. They're making films. It's like, what do you need more? I mean, because when you think, okay, CGI. Now these days, I think when I watch CGI, I switch off. It doesn't matter what CGI it is.
Spider-Man.
It doesn't matter what
classic.
Like CGI now, just like, okay, whatever.
No, basically, classic example: Spider-Man and Superman 1. It's like Spider-Man, once he's swinging through, my mind switches off because I know that this isn't real. This is a video game, and therefore I can't connect with the story. Superman, I am fully connected with the character throughout because once that guy is flying, that is Christopher Reeve who is flying, and I'm totally connected throughout. Like Escape from New York, because it's real sets, everything is real. I am fully connected with the movie throughout. Once you throw in like a CGI thing, when like okay he falls down and you see like a CGI man fall down or a CGI explosion, you're taken out because it's fabricated, it's fake. You know, it's contrived. It's not. It's just. It's rubbish. But again, as Phantom of Hope like mentioned, it is reflecting the times that we live in. iPods, Xbox 360s, Macs. There's so much technology, and this technology is pampering society, and it is reflected within the arts. As in music, you have that stupid singing with the electronic stuff. You know, so
if they brought out an escape, if they brought out an escape now, you know what will happen? You'll see CG all over the place.
Of course.
And it'll be crap.
Because like people listen, I was reading like a thing on on this thing here when like Jared Butler was announced here, and this woman basically said that Escape from New York, it needs to be remade because it looks cheesy now, it looks dated, and it needs to be updated and everything. And
what that individual doesn't get is that you can't date air and oxygen, which is why you can't beat these films because they haven't, like, you watch Phantom Menace now, some of it looks really crap because the CGI wasn't up to scratch.
Like, I mean, there's better CG now. Like you know, that's why reality always reigns through because it's like it almost gets better with time. It's like wine. It just gets better with time. And when you look back on it, its character is created even more so that if you change anything about it, you're changing its character.
Which is the mistake that Lucas made with his new edition Star Wars. Which you know the fans were going like, you know, Star Wars was about the not quite good effects and the not quite good. So when Lucas came in and did all these things, which is why I can see where Lucas and guys like James Cameron are coming from when they're going, oh, we like the idea of technology because it's interchangeable and it's upgradable. Fine, you know, but it's one of those things where it's like people would like to think that the movie they're watching is the movie they're watching, and it's not to be upgraded like the next iPod next year. You know, it's like so you're looking at you're watching some movie with some pivotal scene with a monster in it, and you know that in 3 years that monster will have like a beard on it, perhaps. It's just the whole technology and movies, man. Is like I don't know. It's one of those. It's like Pandora's box, you know. It's like one of those temptations where it's like it looks so glossy, it's so tempting, but the mistake, like which guys like John Carpenter have freaked themselves, because John Carpenter till today doesn't use CGI in his films.
He can't.
Till
like,
today,
if he tried it, he won't do. He wouldn't know how to.
It's like the mistake that guys, I think personally that Cameron went too far. Like he made the wrong choice. because I defy.
But I think he was always going to go down the road with this whole Titanic 3D thing, and so he was
Yeah,
always
yeah,
going
you
to
know,
go
but I
down
think
that
so.
road. Because like that's why
I don't
it's not really the same as Carpenter, because Carpenter was always really, and Cameron was always like, you always knew that, man,
No,
if this guy was
no,
getting
but
technology.
Cameron was always about making, and this is what he says every time he's interviewed, that he makes the right choices with technology. That he always goes out, oh, I'll always put, if it can be done, I'll try and do it real, but if I can't do it real, then I'll find out some other way to do it. That's what he always says. And he's always been a guy like, if you're going to give anybody CGI, give Cameron CGI because he knows how to use it. I just think that with this position he's going to now, I defy anybody, guys, you're going to go and watch that movie and you're going to spend half your time thinking analyzing the quality of the CGI. You're not even going to watch watching the film. And every time you're going to see Sam Walton's character, you're going to see his avatar, you're going to compare the quality of his facial expressions. It's instinctive because it's going to be it's meant to be the same guy. You won't be like, oh, his face doesn't quite look like Sam Walton's face. And it's going to be what do they call it? So when you're looking at the Escape from New York, man, you're saying that, guys, what's wrong with us making a film, man? I was like,
again, what we're saying at the beginning, like this whole thing driven by money. Once you get obsessed with the whole money thing, creativity dies out, and guys just became like all those fans, all the hardcore guys, they got taken out.
The average kid, if he goes to watch a film today, their brains have been so distorted, they'll think that they've been shortchanged if they don't see CGI in it.
Oh yeah.
So they'll think that, why am I paying my money when it's just a normal man? You know.
Yeah.
So it's weird. So the Warner guys have actually created a situation where they have to spend 200 million now because people feel that your film is crap if it's meant, because your movie better be like an indie film if there's no CGI in it. Because if it's going to be a blockbuster but there's no CGI, give me a break. What?
Yeah.
The definition of blockbuster today now means you must have a lot of CGI in it and have chimpanzees at the end of the trailers going, ha ha ha.
Yeah. You know, actually, speaking of which, like Book of Eli, wasn't he CG in that trailer? Book of Eli.
There was some CG with the cars and
Oh yeah.
things, but it was minimal. Was like I mean, look, Book of Eli. To be honest, that's one to watch. I mean, it's still jury's out because I mean I can't really tell much. And from the trailer, it's a bit iffy with some areas here and there. I'm seeing the female characters are picking up guns and things, which is like, oh guys, for God's sake.
Again, like very good point. Like in a film like this is like which is why like you can never replicate this in our time today. Is like it goes back to the whole thing of society. Like an Escape from New York, you know that you're not going to get that stupid situation where like a woman basically beats up a guy and just like kicks to a guy's head. You're not going to get stupid one-liners. You're not going to get like a pointless explosion. Like it just maintains and it's consistent. As in, we start off serious. It is serious from the beginning to the end. Like the theme is the same. Like in a film now, even if you make it the most serious film, there must be a woman who beats up men. Because it's just based on society. Society, like men are now dogs and women rule. So therefore, in all films, you have to have a woman who beats up men or who is very independent and she doesn't take any crap from any men and all that stuff. Like you have to have that now and things like that. You have to have your pointless one-liners. You have to have your comedy gags. So like there are not like what serious action film has come out. Born Identity, I don't class as a serious action film. Born Identity is like
Born Identity is boring.
It's like politics.
Okay. I had an uncle who tried to watch it and he fell asleep. Okay, next topic.
No. I think if Born is now the action film for the millennium, like man, God help us, man.
God help us.
Because that Born Identity one was an extremely boring film. It was really boring. Like it was more boring than some dramas I've seen. So I mean,
it was more boring than Cranford.
Yeah, Cranford. Cheers. Yeah, Cranford. Blast you believing. Yeah, I mean, back to this whole escape things. Like, I mean, it's like, yeah, I mean, I think it's understanding why things are classics, and again, why I talk about time is the harshest critic, is that, you still get guys who, like, I mean, these films, they appeal to people to the fans on a very sensitive level, because, like, there are many themes you can extract from it, because it feels like if somebody has really taken time and effort to create a piece of art,